Howdy, y'all. Let's meet Dr. Ben Anderson and discuss a couple of his keen insights that lead to a breakthrough in the critical importance of the brain-muscle connection and how to be healthy and how to maintain improved blood sugar, hormone balance, energy, and youthful cellular processes.
What we do today impacts our lives for the next 5 years. So today, we must ensure our future mobility, freedom, and vitality. All this is based on cognitive brain performance.
So to introduce Dr. Ben, as people joining our Limitless Living program call him, Dr. Ben is a chiropractor here in Austin, knowledgeable in neurology and remediation of spine, joint, and muscle injuries. He was featured in Dr. Datis Kharrazian's cutting-edge book, Why Isn't My Brain Working? Ben and I teamed up out of mutual respect to create a cutting-edge program to help people prevent age-related muscle loss. Welcome, Dr. Ben.
Thank you, Jack. You know, when you were experiencing some muscle loss at age 65, you really resonated with the unique holistic approach that I was using clinically. You'd been lecturing on the gut-brain connection and were working with people regarding neuroactivation to help with SIBO and leaky gut. So we were in agreement on the use it or lose it principle.
Right, but even I think more insightful to me was your message about how the muscles, joints, and brain need different kinds of activity.
Exactly. Variation is the huge missing link in people's lives. We do the same activities, walk up the same stairs, and even work out at the gym. We do reps of the same old exercises. In this pattern, the brain can disconnect from certain body processes. I call this neuroamnesia. The brain becomes accustomed to repeated activities and goes on autopilot. Originally, in nature, the brain and muscles were stimulated by a wide variety of input and communications.
You know, that really spoke to me because I've seen where a person can make a commitment to an exercise regimen, such as an interval or burst training regimen, and without proper preparation regarding unused neural pathways, all they do is reinforce their problems while striving for the many advantages that high-intensity workouts bring.
Yeah, a quick example is a person that much of the time is giving an unbalanced neurological input to their hip flexors and hip extensors, where their hip flexors are being actively used all the time while they're sitting, and their extensors aren't working. And then when they go out into the world, this affects their posture and their gait, and it predisposes that person to injury.
Yeah, I might know what you've been talking about, Dr. Ben. So starting at the very basic beginning as the place to start, that's super important to re-enliven the brain-muscle, muscle-brain connection. That's starting ground.
Yeah, and there's 3 aspects of that. Muscles and brain need the strength to move properly, to have the flexibility in a wide range of motion, and they must have stamina to maintain their activity.
What I love about that is rather than mindless repetitions, it's more holistic exercises that support those 3 pillars. You know, here I'll mention that you are a certified yoga instructor and you know the importance of breathing or oxygenating the blood and the muscles, as well as the importance of resting the muscles. I'm really good at that, which provides important input to the brain.
A huge consideration here is safety of these activities. We find that even in fit people, even in exercise fanatics, they tend to have serious imbalances that can predispose them to injury. It's from all the repetitive activity. Everyone needs to start with gentle movements for a wide range of motion that prepares their bodies for optimal performance and graceful movement.
You've employed that concept as a premier concern in our Limitless Living program.
Yeah, it takes 6 weeks to plasticize neurological pathways, to turn dirt roads of neurological information into efficient superhighways that support all aspects of overall health. We're talking about being able to remember things, your thyroid and adrenals, your muscle balance, your blood sugar balance, and even your gut microbiome biodiversity and your immunological response.
Exactly. That truly excites me. Science is discovering so many new horizons today. Suddenly we find things like the gut microbiome impacts our mood and our immune system. activities throughout our body and our muscles. And certain thoughts and beliefs impact our epigenetic expression of health and disease. And now we're discovering how muscle cell activities have a huge say in the chief medical concerns today, which are things like cancer, diabetes, heart and cardiovascular disease, and neurological disease.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's hugely empowering because now we know how critically important it is to support our whole body health with very basic but comprehensive muscle movements. And your research brings the critically important information on the nutritional aspect to energize and support the muscle processes.
Well, it's all about energy.
By energizing the muscle cells, we optimize the effectiveness of short, simple movements that anyone can do. We create muscle memory that serves more efficient movement. So we're talking about a lifetime of motion integrity. And our program's the very first to holistically address the cells and the brain, what they require from the muscles for long-term superior health.
So really, this program is not just another ho-hum exercise regimen. We're talking about holistic health, youthfulness, and longevity focus that can be maintained throughout life with a minimal commitment to body maintenance that enlivens the person's energy.
I feel that our efforts provide people with the movements that genuinely empower their cells, brains, and muscles to come alive, throwing off aging, deteriorations, and cognitive decline. This is what makes life in a physical body worthwhile. It's really maintaining the ability to live life to the fullest. That's why it matters.
Thank you.